Greetings, YouTube. This is a very special video submitted by my man, the Bullfighter. Shout out to Mr. Oliver. He recruited me to use and test the new Evizone software, which is getting better and better every day, especially for the way that my channel operates. It has given me so much storage, so many opportunities to connect as it is now officially. By the way, I'm recording this at midnight. So when the Do Not Disturb drops, it means it's midnight. And I should be in bed negative 2 hours ago. But yes, Evizone's been better and better. And he likes to wail out himself sometimes. And through, yes, Evizone, send me his submission. So remember, it's free. Gives you up to 10 gigs of data, which is 5 times what Dropbox does. And it's also how you can best not only send things to me, but I think most importantly, win some money. Because we've had several contests giving away now, gosh, at least a couple $1,000s worth of cash. Just from different fun things like champion designs and channel art and buff champion concepts in general. So yeah, we'll be doing more of that again before the day is done. And the first crystal, you missed the 6-star but got the 5-star, but the Bullfighter already had the 5-star, probably from the early access bundle. And you probably used an awakening gem on him maybe then. It's 21. Man, can you imagine if the very first crystal would have been the 6-star? But it looks like he could go up to $200 worth of a gamble, because he has 3,000 units, or $100, give or take 100 units, worth of crystals lined up, and he's got another $100 worth of units in reserve. Technically, he can open $210 worth of gamble crystals. So the question is, and the title of this video, as much as I love my man, the Bullfighter, we got to be objective on this channel. So we got to ask, was this worth $200? And there's going to be people who say nothing in this game is worth $2, nevertheless $200. But if they're honest with themselves, they spend, at least, quite a few people spend this much. Maybe not in one crystal opening, but over the course of at least, say, some special holidays like July 4th weekend or Cyber Weekend, which is the friendly reminder that if you can only spend money once the rest of the year, even though gifting usually makes some kind of argument for it, even though now it's going to be changed to something else, Cyber Weekend is, without a doubt, the best time to spend money, and it is the last week, technically the last Friday of November, or the day after Thanksgiving, the American holiday of Thanksgiving. I've also learned that if I say Thanksgiving and I don't specify that it's not the non-Canadian Thanksgiving, I will have people after me, and that is knowledge that is very valuable to my health, both mentally and maybe even physically. All right, so far this has been a steaming pile of garbage since that first crystal, and it remains as painful as an opening can start. Anytime there's mostly 3 stars, which I pray will not exist in Thronebreaker crystals, but several of you tell me you think there's still going to be like 30% drop rates for 3 stars. Is that confirmed anywhere? Because nobody sent that my way. Or is that just still a theory? I'm going to be optimistic and say no 3 stars. Maybe I'm going to be Mr. Naive, but I'll say no 3 stars. Speaking of no 3 stars, it's just raining 3 stars. So much cash, so many units have been spent on 3 stars in this opening. But it's also nice to feature a big opening that so far, maybe they'll be by the end, but so far doesn't have like this crazy CEO luck. It's like the opposite. It's like, I thought I was the CEO and now I'm like a unemployed janitor of Kabam. Which is probably how Kabam wants it to be, so they can take your money and not have you get much out of it. Remember, this is the Marvel Casino Champions for a reason, kids. Gamble responsibly. And another 3-star. This is where you just got to go Team Pop, the Bullfighter. I also love that you're the Bullfighter and you've got Rintra, the Bull, as the profile pic. If that's not perfect, I don't know what is. All right, 3 more in this batch. And again, he's got 3,300 units in reserves. I don't know if he'll use all of them, but if you're going for the 6-star featured, at least, never mind, couldn't even give you a 5-star hype. Had to give you a 3-star prom date. People sometimes ask me, Prof, why do you call her the prom date? Because she was invisible. I didn't have a date to prom. I went with a good girl space friend of mine. But that dream prom date, no, invisible woman. But God has been very good to me and has now given me a beautiful woman. And I am certainly dating up. And I'm reminded of that every day on YouTube when people bring her up. Now, I don't want to feel like I'm a Yeti as I'm staring at another 3-star. But, in life, it's okay to date up or to have goals of, attraction levels that sometimes people feel are a little imbalanced. Okay, last crystal. Just don't take the person for granted. Maybe a 6-star. Well, you got another 5-star, but it's not worth $100. So I do think the average now is 2 out of 10 for 5 stars. And yes, you got the featured 5-star, but you already had them. If it was new, I'd feel better about it. But it's not. And 20 SIGs on a 5-star, not worth $100. All right, he bought another 10. This is now $200 into this. Oh, man. He's backing out. He's still backing out. He popped him. There's a 5-star sub feature, a 5-star ghost, but most importantly, to him, 0 new. And there are 9 dupes because he got a 5-star Nexus. If he got a 6-star Nexus, then maybe he'd feel differently about this. But no. And a bunch of 4 stars. How many 4 stars is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row? Well, as the great Seaton used to say, are you going to go to Desperation Station with one last one? Or are you just calling it quits? Oh, he's going the full $210. One measly, lonely unit left. 1 is the loneliest number you'll ever see. I feel for this guy. And survey says 3-star titanium. How fitting that you end on a 3-star. Man, Bullfighter, I am sorry. That is the weird thing is the best crystal was the very first one, You started out pretty good, even though you didn't need them. And then it just got progressively worse. No 6 stars. No 6-star Nexus. You can get some 6-star shards, which will turn into 7-star shards in November. Remember, hoard your crystals for November. But just pain. Just pain. But this is the Marvel Casino of Champions. Remember, for every 1 jackpot, you're going to get like 1,000 average to terrible openings. And that's why you got to celebrate the victories, because the losses will pile up in this Marvel Casino of Champions. Well, Bullfighter, thank you for the submission. I appreciate that you still sent it, even though I'm sure it was the opposite of what you were hoping for. And as always, I appreciate your support through Evizone and also your friendship.